Power of attorney. Hey, we've all heard about them, and you may have actually signed a power of attorney granting a power of attorney to someone else. There are different kinds of powers of attorneys. Some are very restricted, others are very broad. And that's what brings us to this week's case. It involves a woman in Tennessee. Her older sister granted to her a very broad power of attorney. Younger sister, when she got the power of attorney, named herself as her sister's beneficiary under the life insurance policy. She, in essence, disinherited her older sister's children and grandchildren, took them out of being beneficiaries under the life insurance policy. Well, when older sister died, needless to say, the kids, older sister's children and grandchildren, were not pleased with this at all. They sued their aunt saying, wait a second, this was wrong. How could she name herself as a beneficiary when we had originally been the beneficiaries? She said, oh, it's because I have this very broad power of attorney, and that's why I could do it. Well, the case went to court. Court looked at this very carefully, went up on appeal, was examined again. And the court came away saying, when we look at this very broad power of attorney, it provides that younger sister could deal with all insurance transactions. And since she could deal with all insurance transactions, that meant she could name herself as a beneficiary, and kids, you're out of luck. Well, you could see that the court was a little bit torn by this whole decision. They pointed out that the kids may still have a claim against their aunt based upon whether or not their mother, grandmother, was sufficiently sane, whether she had capacity at the time she signed that very broad power of attorney, and also whether their aunt exercised her fiduciary duty, whether she was looking after the well-being of her sister when she named herself as the beneficiary. Now, this case really demonstrates an important thing, and that is that powers of attorney really do differ. As I said earlier, there can be restricted powers of attorney that give someone just a very narrow area in which they could do things on your behalf, and there are broad powers of attorneys which allow people to do all kinds of things, and basically everything that you could do. Enter contracts, change beneficiaries on insurance policies, and do all kinds of things. Therefore, while a power of attorney can be really very helpful when someone's going off to war, when someone's going to be away for a long period of time, when someone unfortunately comes down with a severe disease or illness that prevents them from really being fully with it, a power of attorney can be a wonderful thing. But you got to be careful with the kind of power of attorney that you have, because it can make all the difference in the world. Hey, we bring you these cases every week so you can understand the law. My name, David Allen.